Somebody should clean up. Alright, I think what I'm going to try to do today is tear apart this front end. I got to make a tool to get these springs out though. So let me go dig around and see if I can find enough materials to do that. Well, it took me some digging, but I found what I was looking for, a piece of 3/4 inch threaded rod. So I'm going to cut that off about 22 inches, I think. And maybe I'll get this gas off the workbench. You'd think that stuff would run good, but don't run as good as the other stuff I tried. You know, this ethanol they put in the fuel really louses things up. That stuff right there runs good. This not so much. I don't know. And the weed eater or the leaf blower. Maybe it's because it's a dual mix. That's probably what it is. Anytime you try to do two things with one thing, it becomes less efficient. Alright, let me cut this off. Alright. I had to send Mrs. Heavy Chevy to the place to buy some 3/4 inch nuts. But you can hear out there, that's probably why it pulls one side or the other, huh? Look at there. That wheel cylinder is no bueno. A little Spanish lingo there. Maybe I'll show you. Little missus out there vacuuming her car, and we all know what a rare sight that is with the female gender. Hey, did you bring me my nuts?
I brought you your nuts.
How many did you get?
I bought 10. I knew you needed 8, but I bought 10. Just.
Alright, here's my tool I made. 3/4 rod. 2 pieces of steel kind of welded together in a little bit of an angle. I've already knocked the top one loose, but the bottom one's being a little bit stubborn, so I'm going to use that as soon as I find my earmuffs, on account of it's pretty loud, but you know, I don't know why I can't keep track of nothing. Maybe y'all tell me. Well, just before I decided to completely try to get the spring out, it occurred to me, you know, I didn't have a whole lot of room up there, so I cut my spacer in half. And I think that'll give me enough to make sure I can get the spring decompressed. You know, no tension on it. So let me see how that works. Oh yeah, I'd have been in a pickle if I didn't do that. It just worked out just right. Alright, now I can pop this off and go to the other side. So there's the new upper control arm. Funny thing about that is it's got a new little rubber bumper on it, but it misses everything. Well, let's think about that a little. Here's something I should caution you about. Yeah, I smashed my finger now. Smash that one. Daggone it. Anyway, my thumb's just healing up from last week. You don't realize how much you use your thumb until you wound it right there. Anyway, looks like there's all kinds of slack in this spring, don't it? But it'll fool you. Should have showed that better. It's hung on something, and hard to do one-handed sometimes. See, now we're getting the tension off. But it was hung on something, looked like it was slack, but it wasn't really. So these springs got a lot of power. Take your nose off with one or other appendages. There's the full view of my puller. That goes on the bottom, lower control arm. That of course goes on top. And there's the nut that tightens it up. And I made it entirely. That's not true. I had to send Mom to get some nuts. But I made it, other than that, out of everything I had lying around. Worked pretty good. Here's another thing to consider, as long as we're talking about safety. You know, I've removed a lot of weight from the front of this thing. Look at that. pretty easy to move it. I might need to remove that rear end here pretty soon, so that the darn thing don't fall off. Hang some weight from the front or something like that. Look out, she's fitting to weld some whiskers on her feline. She's done sold this thing, so she's got to put whiskers back on it. You know, I like it when you come out of the shop and hang out with me, but you get a little too bossy.
Well, I got stuff to do and there's stuff in my way. Gotta have it.
It ain't easy welding wire with wire. But she done it, looks like. It stayed there.
Time to ring the bell.
Do it! Didn't get a whole bunch done today, but had a lot of distractions, but that's okay. I realized I'm a big fat dummy and didn't check my boxes when these came in and never shipped me the lower control arms. So I'm lower control armless.
That's not good.
That's right. And I also figured out I may as well order inner and outer tie rod ends. I got everything else new. Power steering box, all that, and all like that right there. So might as well get that. Got springs and shocks and a sway bar. Didn't ever have a sway bar to start with. And that's all I got to say right now. Don't forget to go to mrshevyshevy.com where you can buy some stuff. And she will ship it. She will hand write a note to you and say, "We love you. You're the greatest." Right?
If that's what they want.
Okay. Bye now.